Hello, my name is Keith Gilson. This is my persuasive speech for Dr. Mosley's speech 1321. Work over the last several centuries has changed. The employee today is much different than one of even 20 years ago. Employee motivation is a critical part of any corporation, and as the old rule of thumb goes, a happy employee is a productive employee. With the economy today and technology making the lives of the average employee easier, it also helps to make the workload of the average employee a lot tougher. Communication through text messages and emails is an essential part of any business. But don't forget the face-to-face personal touch. Employers can use this tactic to essentially rally the troops and get their point across to all employees. The first step I want to go across is memos. Okay, even though memos have declined over the last several years, some places still use memos as a form of communication. Okay, memos can also be in the form of emails. The written mission, idea, or rule that is on the memo is important to employees. Some employees may not see the memo because it's not posted in the appropriate places, or they may not understand the memo's meaning. Also to say that if the employee has any questions, the memo can't answer those questions for them. Okay, they would have to direct their questions to another employee or supervisor, who again may not fully understand the memo as well. I suggest avoid using memos if you can. If you must use them, talk to the employees as well, so that the point of the memo is understood. Another point I want to go across is large meetings with lots of employees, large company gatherings and meetings, and large full company scale employee-employer meetings. At these large meetings, questions can be dominated by an individual or a group, making the individual employees feel small, disconnected, feel that their question hasn't been responded to, even though it may be just as important. Okay, effective communication requires not effective communication requires not only for a manager to talk, but listen to the questions. Smaller focused meetings can give the detailed questions a chance to be answered and allow for concerns to be heard and attended to. A smaller meeting also gives a face-to-face uh, to the employees so that you can listen and assert yourself to their questions and concerns. As a manager, taking the time to listen to employees and ideas and concerns can benefit you and the others around you. Take the time to answer questions the best you can, and if you don't know the answer, take the time to find out and get back with the employee in a timely manner. One of the reasons why I wanted to include this section into my speech, into this here, was we had a plant manager a few years ago out of the local cement plant that I still currently work at. And this individual would take the time about every 3 months and sit down with a small group of 5 to 6 people and listen to ideas, concerns, problems that may persist not only with the equipment but the interpersonnel as well. And I found this to be very enlightening because this gentleman would not only just listen to our ideas, he would also take the time to implement a few of the ideas, especially if they help to benefit us as a department, us as a cement plant, or oftentimes just us as a crew or as that small group of people. I found that, oftentimes as he would go through these meetings, most of the stuff that he would find or come across had really just no legitimate value. But he would listen all the same. He would write down these concerns and he would investigate a lot of these concerns. And at that point, it would he came across a lot better manager. You could see him listening to you, taking notes, and you could see the actions of, or you could see his actions from what you have told him. As you would tell him, maybe the bathroom's not working, the toilet's not working anymore, and it used to, and he would take the time to ensure that we fix the toilet because that was a legitimate concern, something that would improve the plant and the company altogether. Okay, communication and goal setting go hand in hand. Communicating goals with employees give employees something to work for. Chapman said that the one pitfall trying to motivate others by focusing on what motivates you. Okay, managers often make this mistake and that all goals employees are the same as theirs. And we find this even true today, that we have managers out there that believe that the company itself or a specific manager have a goal set in mind and that our goal should be the same. And that's just not always the case. Oftentimes we find that our own personal goals are based upon our background, our ethics, how we were raised, our financial situation, and our religion. We find that those goals, we have to find more of a personal goal that kind of speaks out to each and every one of the employees, something that we can all work to attain together. Again, at the cement plant, one of our more focused goals is on our safety commitment. Okay, we are managed and by the Miners Safety Health Association, which they make a plant-wide inspection normally around 2 times a year. And our ultimate goal is to ensure that uh, the plant is as safe as it can be, so that when this manager comes to inspect, we receive no citations or violations of our safety, of the safety rules and laws that have been implemented through the government. This is a part of course, a construction business or a mine. So we work together, and of course, we have incentives that get us there. As each level of incentives, we can find each level gets harder and harder. And as you achieve the top level, you find that you have to have a complete clean bill of health from MSHA, indicating that we had no citations whatsoever. Okay, moving on. Now, again, we find that work if we work together, okay, we help to achieve and look for and set goals that are obtainable, that the employees are willing to go for, which increases employee motivation as well as raise morale. Okay, we also find that the employees are happier or more willing to reach our goals as well. Okay, motivation is a powerful tool that can be used by managers to achieve the goals set by them or for them. Communication is an important part of the companies to relay important messages like goals and even safety regulations. Face-to-face and even passing the message from middle management to first-line managers is a respectable tool that can project the company into the